Welcome back to another late night coding session. Today we're going to do something a bit different. We'll be, attempting to, I guess this will be a multi-part series of trying to contribute to open source. And I found this community through LinkedIn where there's a bunch of open source contributors in WhatsApp, and one of them talked about using FastAPI to migrate Open Library. So apparently there's this thing called Open Library that is migrating from their old architecture to FastAPI. And I do know a bit of FastAPI. I'm like, okay, this is a great opening for me to maybe learn more about FastAPI and maybe contribute, right? And so I had a discussion with few of the contributors, and this is what I had the conversation. Hey, so like we are migrating the web.py endpoints and other dependencies to fast API as web.py is not very maintained active. So first I recommend you to join the Slack channel. Okay, so first I would recommend you to join the Slack channel. So that is our first goal. So you can check the contribution and yeah, that one I would recommend you to most join the community meeting that happens every Thursday. You can start okay, yeah, so that's good advice. He also mentioned the person I was talking to set this up on my own machine. So I guess this video will simply just be about trying to get this thing set up on my machine, and it's a bunch of things, but yeah, I think this should be cool. Um, so we have talks. Um, so what I do is I just open Chat GPT, and I'm just gonna ask basic stuff. Um, so I am planning to contribute in the future to this. Can you tell me it what the project is about? I heard they are migrating to FastAPI. So I just asked ChatGPT just to give me some context. So I found this talk, by the way, which pretty much talked about how you need to develop it and why they are shifting to FastAPI. So let's read through this. Okay. What is Open Library? Internet's Archive's Open Library is an open source project with a very ambitious goal. One web page for every book ever published. It is essentially a massive online library catalog where you can search books, view authors, browse editions, create reading lists, track. Okay, interesting. Import new books. Think of it as a mixture of Goodreads. Okay, tech stack. The repository is much other than a typical fast repairing on like Python. Okay, front end. Oh wow, so crazy. The backend framework called Informiki was built on web. Today they are gradually replacing every old endpoint with fast API. Instead of doing one generic, they migrate endpoint. So web point endpoint legacy routing, old request handling becomes fast API endpoint, pydantic models, dependency injection, type ends. What exactly are they migrating? They're mainly migrating API endpoints, for example. Yeah, okay. Now they're being written inside Open Library Fast API. I can't see it though. Okay, Open Library. Um, oh yeah, to see it. Great. Um, well, it seems like most of this is done, but let's just open. Okay, let's just look at auth. Okay. Hmm. Okay, I don't want this to be there. Um, cool. So yeah, so this is pretty much the actual website of Open Library, and crazy. So I can read practically any book I want over here, which is interesting. Okay, let's go. That's interesting. Friday the 13th. Oh, so I have to create a password. Uh, I mean, yeah, sure, why not? I guess if I'm gonna use this, okay, I think I'll do this. Maybe just do it with Google, I guess. We'll just do it with Google. Um, mm, Okay, I think the account was made. And yes, yes, so I got an account, which is very good. Um, let's just open a book and just see how I think the first step is the way I think about it is I would like to just read the product, like see about the product and see how the product works before I even try to, attempt to contribute to it. So this book is powered by a third party. In 3 seconds, you automatically reacted to this. Oh wow. So I have a bunch of these texts. I can go to the Mystery of the Blue Train. Okay, this is again very good. And it pretty much loaded this all. Is this a TXT file? Huh? I can just check. Okay, okay. What's this? Oh wow. Okay, so it's pretty much like a digital library, right? So to speak. Hmm. Interesting. That's fun. Migrate to fast API for better performance. Local developing. Okay, so I think the best step right now is okay, this is actual entire thing. Okay, getting started. Okay, contributing guide. Okay, I think I read this, and also okay, let's just read it because why not? Uh, okay. So find an unassigned issue. Comment to request the assigned way for assignment. I wonder how the tests are written. Let's open tests. Actually, leaving that, let's go to open library. Let's look at schema. Oh wow, so they have schemas. As you can see, they have a lot of schemas. Um, they have tests over here as well. I'm more interested in FastAPI than anything. Do they have tests over here? Okay, I when I look at models, I get happy. Oh, yeah, this is okay. This is something I know. As soon as I see Pydantic, I'm like, okay, now I know something. And model validator, I've used that. Um, class pagination, reusable pagination parameters for API endpoints. I have heard of pagination. So we have limit, which is an int, default value of 10 greater than equal to 0, maximum number of results to return, offset, which is again by default is int or none, but by default it takes none, greater than equal to 0, to skip, exclude, don't know what that is. And then we have page number, normalize pagination. Okay, I think I should not get excited. Okay, before you begin, okay, respect other contributors' work. Check before starting. Look at the issues. Comment to see if someone has already. Yeah, I mean, makes sense. If someone is assigned to issue, they've committed their time to it. Opening a competing PI without coordination undermines their contribution. Understood. Coordinate when certain. If you're unsure about someone's progress, ask on the issue before starting related work. Okay, requesting issue assignments. I think should I even care about this? I don't even know our maintenance stage. Okay, yeah. Uh, okay, so please read our. Yeah, I think that we'll do that. Uh, so we have volunteering in open library. Open library is a non-profit works. Um, I think software engineer. Um, I think I can do that. I can try to help you guys. I mean, I'll try my best. Um, okay, leadership. Um, hmm. Wow, man, this is actually good. This is actually good. Welcome to the Open Library Community Call. We're thrilled to have you. Please fill out the appropriate form on the volunteers page before joining the call. Oh yeah, so this was pretty much that. Oh wow, can you help us translate to Nepali? I'm okay. Okay, that's good. Community calls happen every Tuesday. All community members are welcome to join. Communication calls, design call as needed. Man, this sounds like a very good community, and yeah, I mean that sounds very cool. Actually, you know what? Let's try to set up our environment first. I guess that would be a very good thing. First thing to do, we might go get your development environment set up. Let's try to set our development environment. Okay. Um, yeah, so that's cool. I guess I'll close out the duplicate links. And yeah, I think this is fine. Let's try to set up the development environment. I don't know about all of this, but chalo, theek hai, let's see, we'll get this. So then for the quick start, okay, let's have a quick start. Cool. Estimated time is this. I can do this. Pre-commit, Docker, Git, and pre-commit. What is pre-commit? Open libraries use pre-commit hooks to enforce formatting and code quality standards. All contributors must have pre-commit installed locally. It catches issues before you push and saves everyone's time and frustration. Okay, I know about this. I was going through MIT's missing semesters debugging thing, and I did learn about pre-commit. So, okay, I know about pre-commit, a framework for managing and maintaining multi-language pre-commit hooks. Pre-commit. Just to refresh my memory, what is a pre-commit essentially? The way I learned about it was before you even push to any branch, it basically runs suites of tests or formatting tasks before you even push, so that anything that you push is tested. A pre-commit is an automated check that runs before Git creates a commit. Its purpose is to catch on starts early so the bad code doesn't end up in the repo. Think of the workflow: you edit code, git add, git commit, pre-commit hooks runs, format codes, lint codes, and small tests, check for secret, check for everything passes. Why use it? Imagine you accidentally wrote your teammate you like so the correct style is this. Instead of someone pointing this out doing code review, this is actually such a good thing of doing this. Okay, wow, repo is this. Okay, so I guess okay, yeah, that makes sense. Um, okay, Open Library uses pre-commit hooks. All contributors must use install catches issues. So installing pre-commit using UFS Python package and install Python version. No Python setup needed. So I just do UV tool install. Okay. I guess the most common thing would be CMD. Let's go into Python. Let's talk about Python. Uh, okay. Do I have pip list? Did I just put in some forbidden code? Do I have something like UV? Okay, seems like I don't. So I think I need to first install UV. Using okay. I think I need to first install UV chat. It's extremely okay. This is PowerShell, right? Okay, I think I've just do PowerShell at this point. Yeah, yeah, so let's do that. Let's do this. I love running commands from the internet without even checking because that's the best, right? So everything is installed. To add, you either restart your shell or run this. Okay, I'm assuming that worked. I clicked UV chat. I don't know what's happening. Okay, seems like it did work, right? And if I actually, let's do UV again. I want to see what happens. UV, an extremely fast Python package manager. Okay, if I close my PowerShell and if I try typing UV again, let's see what happens. Cooked. We are cooked. Wait. I can also install it from what? What? Chat, I have installed UV, but now I can't. Come on. Ay. Okay, let's see if this runs. Um, okay, I think I know what to do. Let's actually run this script. We'll say that, maybe it's already installed or something like that. Everything's installed. Um, hmm, hmm. Okay, guys, you know what? Give me a moment. Let me set this up and then I will show you this. So just give me a moment. It'll be instantaneous for you. We're back again. And yeah, so finally installed UV, right? Added to my path. Apparently my path was polluted with just so many random things. But anyhow, we have it and we can work with this. So anyhow, now that we have UV installed, we can just do PowerShell. And now we could just pretty much install pre-commit and every other stuff with it. So, which is very good. Why is this thing flickering, chat? Yeah, so we pretty much install UV and we do pre-commit UV. It patches pre-commit to UGB for install Python, which is much faster than default variable to upgrade pre-commit later, PV tool upgrade. Okay, so I mean, I do like pre-commits, so we'll use pre-commits, is good. An error has occurred, git failed, it is installed, and you are in a git repository for the logs. Git status. Okay, it says it is it installed and okay, that's weird. Uh, why do I need to do that then if I okay. Okay, I'm just guys. I know you guys may be trolling me that I'm using ChatGPT for everything. Um, I know you guys are trolling me, but this is supposed to be just like stepping into the world of open source. So exactly what's wrong? It only works inside because of the circuit. Okay, okay, makes sense. Okay, my bad. I just have to read stuff. Git it is installed in repository. Okay, cool, my bad. How it works: once installed, pre-commit runs automatically before every git commit. If an issue is found, there are two possible outcomes: the check initially fails and your state changes, the one that you have added, are not committed. But pre-commit auto fixes the problem. You will see a new unstaged git change like this. um, and the auto fix change to staging and commit again, and the auto fix changed. The check should top us. The check fails and your staging commits are going to see a message like this. Fix the problem locally using the error message and guidance from the issue and then recommit. Note, if you ever need to bypass the hook for a work in progress commit, use git commit no verify. For more on pre-commit, see precommit.com. Cool. To manually run pre-commit against all files before pushing and pre-commit against all files. The GitHub CI server. The CI server also runs pre-commit on every push. If you don't have pre-commit installed locally, your PR will fail checks and you will need to fix the short of fact, which means more wasting and more pushing. Install it locally to catch problems before they reach CI. When a CI check fails, one of the two things may happen. The pre-commit bot pushes a new commit that auto fixes the issue. Okay. Pull in the bot changes with git pull originate to avoid conflict of future push. The check simply fails. Okay, they didn't okay, they have to 1 and 2. The check simply fails and requires manual intervention. Okay, done. If a commit involves, okay, wait, is this? Wait a minute. Wait. Why was I in this? Wait a minute. I'm so confused. Where's the repository? Uh, where is the repository chat? Oh my God. Did I just click on this? Crazy. I was like, wait a minute, why am I reading about pre-commits? Like why am I reading about pre-commits so much? Anyhow, because I didn't have pre-commit installed. That's why. That's why. That's why, chat. Anyhow, now we have it. Let me just close this. I got confused. I was like, okay. Um, watch the quick. Okay, watch quick public tour of Open Library. Let's go. We'll watch it. Okay. Let's read. Let's go through this. Um, crazy. Wow, audiobook. That's fast. Oh wow. I wonder what algorithm they use for that. Oh, GK rolling, yeah. Yeah. Oh. India mentioned. Actually, Aura. Great. Um, uh, okay. Use git add SSH, not HTTPS. Um, okay. Hmm. Okay. I guess I'll just ask ChatGPT because I'm a bit getting. So, how do I get this on my laptop? Windows 11. I'm getting a bit overwhelmed, but I don't want to get overwhelmed. I want to use AI in the ways that I could use it and just get this thing on my system. So, before getting, I have get generate an SSH key. Replace the email with the ones associated. Wait, why do I have to make a key and all that? Why can't I just fork and clone it? Okay, okay, guys. Um, seems like I have to do a lot of stuff. Um, I'll get it done, and this will be again an instant for you. But you can see the time. I'm not faking this, hopefully, and I'll see you in a bit. We're back, and so I had to make an SSH key that links with my account so that they can verify that it is me who's pushing the changes. So I have forked it, and I'll use SSH to actually just clone it. So right now I actually just use ChatGPT a bit, and I they recommended me to use Git Bash itself. I could use Git Bash. Um, in a sense, use Git Bash with terminal with administrator privileges. So I guess we're just gonna do that. And yeah, I'm just gonna say git clone paste this in. Let's see if this works. I mean, that was very first time. Apparently, I had to make an SSH key, right? And that did not took a while. It was just, like the first time for doing things. So, and so I have made a folder called open source software, which I'll keep it. Hence, now it's done. And I guess if I do ls, I'll see open library. And if I do ls now, I get all of these things, right? Which is great. Which I wanted to see this. And then they say do git submule edit. I hopefully let's hope to god this works. um what is this about? I just want to know what are we doing over here with submodules. This is a good question. Normally, a Git repository contains all of its own files. A submodule is different. This is essentially another Git repository nested inside your main repository. For example, there is some library. This is actually another Git repository. Instead of copying the library files into the open library, Git just stores a reference to which repository it came from. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. One thing is for damn sure is once you do open source, you just learn so much stuff. Is this supposed to happen? Okay, I hope this is supposed to happen. So, okay, I think this is correct. Paste this. I guess that is working. And we have Docker. Let me just see the Docker container because I just learned Docker, so I can flex my Docker knowledge. I don't see any Docker. I don't see anything Docker related over here. I'm in the master branch at the moment, which is good. Vim setup.5. Interesting. Okay, build and run. 15-30 minutes on first run. Enable hot reload for CS and Java. Open on, you should see a library here with local version banner. For full Docker setup details, troubleshooting, git switch master. This covers Linux users, including they can install. Uh, Also, I need to open up Docker desktop. That is kind of crazy. Not gonna lie, that is kind of crazy. Um, yeah, so Docker engine will start. Windows users should see. Ls grep compose.yaml. What? Okay, it is there. Um, yeah, so we do see compose.yaml. If I do vim compose.yaml, um, this is pulling it from a dev environment, and this is doing vim port. Okay, I mean, not bad. I can understand some things, but not all, which makes it even more interesting. Let's turn this off. It runs in the background, so no worries about that. Okay, so now it says do docker compose build. Obviously, there's no image, so I mean, docker compose. Um, I wonder if I do this on this, but sure, I mean, okay, this will run that. Docker compose up. So this is building the image, and then this actually spins up a container and detach. Oh, yeah, it means detach. Okay. Okay, that's good. I can actually. You see, right now the localhost 8,800. It doesn't do anything, right? So this is Docker compose detach. And I think Docker will tell me about this. Create a branch naming. Okay, so this is how you branch name, issue number, type, brief description. I want to use a GitHub issue number, fix, feature, or test, and brief description, short summary of the change for the full Git workflow remote. Find a good first issue. When requesting to be assigned comment on the issue, you are assigning a problem, your approach files, any questions, see the contributing, make your change. Find relevant files in your code editor, search visible text, front-end changes, refresh, backend change, the web server auto reloads and by the file changes. I think this means that it is on development environment. Test your changes, manually verify changes. This run automated tests and pre-commit checks. Docker compose run. Before opening a PR. Hmm. Yes, apparently this is done. And now I can spin up a container. So I can say docker compose up detach. This is how I imagine hackers in movies be like. Um, yeah, okay. So, yes, I think I'll just look at the backend guide. Okay, so let's see. Open Libraries backend is in a transition period. This page is a short overview. API direction. We are migrating API endpoints to FastAPI. Sense, right? Um, I think I have so much things open right now that my system is most likely crying. Um, like, please stop. Yeah, it's still extracting. No worries. Take your time. Use endpoint transitions for current route API pointers until API fast API autodocs alive. So developer handbook, quick start. फ्रंट एंड तो मतलब करने वाले हैं नहीं, मैं करने वाला हूँ नहीं मैं. Endpoints, transitions, data models. Adding a new table. Interesting, adding a new table to our schema. Check out the reference. Adding a new table to their schema requires balls because you're now telling key, we'll. Oh wow, so this is as they mentioned, key these folks are, if I'm correct, using, what are they using? They are using PostgreSQL 9 point that. Wow, dependency failed to start. Oh, we have a DB failed to start, so it's something with the DB, I would assume. And you see memcached work. If you just look at the logs, what we see that's wrong is that something is wrong with over here, which is fine. That does not really bother me at the moment. Oh, it was last updated. Hmm. Infogami is a wiki framework. Okay, so this is important for us. I think this is a lot important for us than anything else. Writing bots, developer tools. Okay, miscellaneous. A/B testing guides, Google's. Okay, wow. So yeah, I mean, what is this? The primary purpose of code review is to make the overall code health of Google's code base is improving. What the hell, well? Uh, uh, The primary purpose of code review is to make sure that the overall code health of Google's code base is. What is that statement? The primary purpose of code review is to make sure that the overall code health of Google's code base is improving over time. All of the tools and process of code review are designed to this, and not to accomplish this, series of trade-offs has to be balanced. First, developers must be able to make progress on the task. If you never submit an improvement to your code base, then the code base never improves. Also, if a reviewer makes it very difficult for any change to go in, the developers are dis disincentivized to make improvements in the future. Understood. On the other hand, it is the duty of the reviewer to make sure that each CL is of such a quality that the overall code health of their code base is not decreasing as time goes on. This can be tricky because often code bases degrade through small decreases in code health over time, especially when a team is under significant time constraint and they feel they have to take shortcuts in order to accomplish their goals. Also, a reviewer has ownership and responsibility over the code they're reviewing. They want to ensure that the code base stays consistent, maintainable, and all of the other things mentioned in what to look in a code review. Thus, we get the following rule as a standard we expect in code reviews. In general, reviewers should favor approving a sale once it is in a state where it definitely improves the overall code health of the system being worked on, even if the sale isn't perfect. This is a senior principle among all the code review guidelines. There is limitations to this, of course. For example, if a CLI adds a feature the review doesn't want in their system, then the reviewer can certainly deny approval if the code is well designed. That makes sense if it doesn't add any value. A key point to there is no such thing as perfect code. There's only better code. Reviewers should not require the author to polish every tiny piece of CL before granting approval. Rather, the reviewer should balance out the need to make forward progress compared to the importance of the changes they're suggesting. Instead of seeking perfection, what a reviewer should ask is continuous improvement, a CL that as a whole improves the maintainability, readability, and understandability of the system shouldn't be delayed for the days or weeks because it isn't perfect. Reviewers should always feel free to leave comments expressing that something could be better, but if it's not very important, prefix it with something like "nit" to let the author know that such point of polish they that they could choose to ignore. Note: nothing in this document justifies checking in sales revenues in the. Okay, I mean this is cool. or Google has some great stuff to read about, but I don't think that's something I want to read about. So yeah, I think this was really important for us. If you're building a new API endpoint, use API, use FastAPI, see the FastAPI. Yeah, I think I'll read this. They have a very good, they have a very good documentation. This thing failed, which is interesting. I'll figure this out tomorrow. And yeah, so we have a schema page, which is so good. Let's look at the models page. Since they're defining class. Wow, let's look at the schema. So create index, create table tag boolean, things int references, thing key ID references property. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Master branch, and they're 200. Crazy. Right. Yeah, so I think just have a read through this. Right. Migrate to fast API for better performance, strong type. Um, yeah, so where did we fail, by the way? Where did we fail? There's so much stuff open. Yeah, so I think we were at the quick start and we were pretty much over here. Um, we have built it. So if I open Docker, I should see a new image. Um, oh wow, so yeah, that's true. I do see images of Solar, Postgres, Memchat, OldDev, and Guess. And even this is active. What? That's not active, right? This is active? It's not active. What do you mean by that? In use. It's not in use. Also, one thing they mentioned as this update available, it seems like. I guess sure. I guess it's all the update. I think we were stuck over here, which is understandable. Not really understood that. Hmm. What do I say? Get images ls. Sorry, what am I saying? Docker image ls. Okay, I shouldn't be running Docker commands because Docker is updating at the moment. Docker image ls. It should run, right? Am I doing something wrong? I open Microsoft Edge. Aye, aye, aye. My bad. Um, hmm. Okay, let's leave that. Do we get Docker help? Okay, can I get terminal over here? Thank you. This is much better. Docker image ls. Okay, we do get Docker, which is interesting. We have an agent. No one asked you, bro. No one asked you. Um, okay, so we have all that. Docker containerless. Okay, so there's no active containers that are running. Um, um, what does Docker desktop mean when saying that images are in use? But when I do Docker containerless, I don't see any active, because that makes sense, right? Agar there's no container, Actually, is that with Docker container but they're not running though. Interesting. Okay. I'm just gonna close Docker, even though Docker will be like, bro, don't please don't close me. But I'll close Docker for now. Right. At this point, I think I'm more into actually learning about this. It's a huge responsibility, I guess, at some point, yeah. Okay, so when developing and testing locally, be aware of which port serves which version. So we have this port, which is again web.py. Visit to interact with and test your endpoint. Or yeah, so that's pretty much how you do with FastAPI applications. Or you can use Postman for that. Once we fully delete the old one, remember this only happens once ticket parts and ticket handle is created. Yeah, so the return proxy to FastAPI. That's I can understand this code. God knows what this code is. Build a new, ensure it matches existing functionality. Build the new fast API endpoint, ensure it matches existing functionality. Deploy to testing environment available at update testing engine config to point. Okay, I haven't learned Nginx, which is sad, but I learned it. Test edge cases, testing traffic, comparing testing traffic to production, merge to master update. Okay, okay. This is the onboarding form for new volunteer contributors. As a volunteer, you will get to work at your own pace, choose your own projects. You'll have access to mentor who will help you succeed. Oh wow! Next step: after you submit the questionnaire, follow up with a Slack invite, connect you with a mentor, and link you to it. I'm a bit scared, chat. Not gonna lie. Like I normally don't do stuff like this. My mind is saying, should I do this? Because the thing is, right, after I do this, I'm kind of committing myself because I will have actual real people that will have to spend time with me who have 10 better things to do with themselves. Okay, let's do something. Okay, let's do something like, I guess, a litmus test of some sort. So let's go to open library. Let's go to fast API and let's just open let's just open books.py. Let's just see what the code is. Oh wow, fast. Do not follow this. Do not follow the example of this code. It's horrible not following the best practices because usually makes it quite complicated. Um, class books API query PAMs. Okay, query parameter. Okay, bib keys. Details. I don't understand that. Come on, there has to be something I can just like have a feeling about it. What is internal about API.py? Um, what is services about? Come on, man, there has to be something that just hits. Okay, so that this makes sense. So router at get, this is the actual endpoint. Response model is none. Interesting. So we have request, which is request. I don't understand any of what is being said over here, to be honest with you. Hmm. Um, hmm. Okay. Should I do this or not? Man, I think this is just like, you know what? Let's just do it, man. Fuck it. I guess we'll only learn about this. And if we fail, well, I guess we fail. Um, Simple as that. I can't really. Um, if we fail, we fail. Simple as that. Do I want to change the way I? Yeah, sure, nothing bad. It's fine. Code of conduct. What is code of conduct? I mean, I sure I'll be a behaved boy. Which team are you applying to? I'm applying for software engineering. I mean, this also kind of seems cool. But yeah, mostly for that. Uh, Actually, no. Not yet. So I guess we'll have to do this. Um, for me, it's quite simple. What are you hoping to contribute? What are you hoping? I guess, as dumb as this sound, to maybe just because you guys are using FastAPI to learn more about FastAPI. So, has I have successfully set up my development environment? Nope. Okay, so I'll do this tomorrow because I have to set up my development environment. I can't just like lie about not setting up my development environment. So yeah, I think we'll do this tomorrow. And oh my god, I think I showed my. So I'll blur this up. But this is my SSH key over there. So okay. So first thing is set up dev environment. I think we will just route back to which way was it? Um, then I'll just do, I think, fill the form. Right, we'll just fill in this form, I guess. Right, and yeah, I think that would work. Right, we can fill in the form and stuff like that. Yeah, I think we'll look at this tomorrow. right? We'll look at this tomorrow. And I think right now we have done a decent amount of, I wouldn't say work, but just looking at prerequisites and seeing how we can do stuff. I still don't know how to contribute. Like I don't have any idea at the moment, but I feel like we are better off than we were when we started off. So yeah, thank you for joining in. I'll have to upload another video working on my FastAPI application with GitHub Action. So see you.